Hi, welcome back to Cat and Dogs on Wheels in our Sunday segment. I'm Cat, this is RJ, and this is Little Smokey, my crew. Today we're talking how much it actually costs to paint the bus with automotive paint. I'm going to give you two sets of numbers. How much it cost me a little over a year ago to paint the bus, and how much it would cost you today with the same materials and inflation, so you can get an actual accurate number, even if you don't use the same colors as me, just using this brand of paint and getting your automotive finish, which I think is fabulous. My primer cost me $70 for a gallon of primer. Your primer today, same primer, would cost $88 a gallon. My paint was $90 a gallon. Today the paint is $165 a gallon, and you would need 2 gallons if you were painting a bus this size, so it would cost you $330 for your paint to my $180. And then the quart of trim for me was $70 for the quart of trim. For you it would be $88. So total in paint would be $506. For you, it was $320 for me, but then I made the big mistake of mixing the hardener with the paint and wasting a whole gallon of paint. When I went to reorder paint, of course you want to rush deliver it, and they were out of gallons, so I had to get 4 quarts, and the quarts, of course, were more expensive, so I ended up paying an extra $230. So my total paint cost was $550 when it should have been $320. Your total cost for paint and primer would be $506. Okay, I checked out Home Depot. You can still get a middle of the road air pressure paint gun for the neighborhood of $100. So if you need a gun, you would have to add $100 and you'd be looking at $606. Okay, I'm not going to even compare the sandpaper, paint, tape, because you would have those costs whether you were using spray cans, house paint, or automotive paint. So that doesn't change. Really, the only thing that's changing is the cost of your paint, and if you have to buy an air pressure paint gun, plus if you have to rent an air compressor from Home Depot, if you don't have one that you can borrow or you don't actually already own one. But basically, when you look at $506 in paint, I think it's worth that extra cost. And really, how much extra cost is it? Because if you were using spray paint cans, you know how many spray paint cans you'd have to buy? I'd say you'd need at 40, 50 to do your whole bus. And if you're wise, you aren't buying the $3 paint cans. You're buying the $5 to $8 spray paint cans, because you do want quality paint. And people say the advantage of the spray paint cans is then if you get chips or anything, you can just, and you're going to get chips, you can just spray over with some more spray paint. Well, the thing is as your bus is out in the weather, in the sun, spray paint in the can fades. I painted many things, metal, wood, plastic, with spray paint cans. I love spray paint. But after it's been outside for a year, it's fading, it's chipping, it's peeling off. So, no, I don't think that's worth it. This is your home, and I think you need I think you owe it to your home if you're going to make it travel down the road to give it automotive paint so that it can hold up and look good over years. It is an immense amount of work painting a bus. The prep, actually, more than the paint. So do you really want to do a mediocre paint job that you're going to have to redo again? I don't think so. I don't want to paint my bus again. Anyway, so for under $700, you can get a nice finish. I would, you know, depending on the size of your bus, if you have a much bigger bus, of course you're going to need much more paint. But if you were doing it with spray cans, you'd need a whole bunch of spray cans too. So I highly recommend using Automotive paint. I think it's worth the little bit of extra that you pay for your paint. Everything else is the same. So, in my humble opinion, go the extra dollars and do Automotive paint. I do have links to the restoration shop paint down below. You don't have to, if you use my link to go in, that doesn't mean you have to buy my colors. It doesn't even mean you have to buy paint. Anything you get on that shopping spree when you log in with my number, I get a little commission. So it's sort of a way for you to support me by going through my link to do your Amazon shopping. I had to put in that little commercial plug. So I hope you got something out of this video. Thanks for hanging with me. I hope to see you this Wednesday. We're going to find and fix a leak on the bus. I had 5 leaks in the cab area. I've fixed 4. 1 is still eluding me. So this Wednesday, we're going to find that leak and we're going to fix it. So I hope to see you next Sunday. And have yourselves a good week. Thanks for hanging. You know I want to hear what you have to say. Questions, comments, good advice. So till next time, here's what my boys have to say.